Talk about that all day, no question about it. Got to move on to this, though. The Cowboys face the Bears Sunday in Chicago. All right, Dak Prescott is coming off a monster game against the Giants, throwing for 361 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's the most pass yards Prescott has had since week 3 of last season. Troy Aikman with high praise for Dak. Take a listen.
I just sense that there's a confidence about him in the way in which he's playing that I don't want to say I haven't seen it before, but I just feel like he's really dialed in and feeling good about where this offense is going, the way that it's playing, the way he's playing. I love Dak. There's nothing I'd rather see than see him go on and win a Super Bowl and win multiple Super Bowls and, win more than me and Roger and all of us combined, if possible, because he's that type of guy and he represents himself and the organization and really our city so well.
RC, let's go to you first. Is Dak playing on another level?
No, and that's not disrespectful because we've seen Dak play at this level. We saw Dak in 2023 go for 4,500 yards, throw for 36 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. We saw Dak finish second in the MVP voting, and that's exactly what we're seeing from him playing right now. But to me, it's about the leadership. To me, it's about the way that he presents when faced with adversity as a team. It's the way he handled himself during Micah Parsons' contract negotiations, the things he said, his demeanor. It's the way that he backed CeeDee Lamb after CeeDee Lamb had 3 drops versus the Philadelphia Eagles and then went back to him against the New York Giants, found ways to get George Pickens involved. It's Dak Prescott who has become not only the reason this team can win football games, but the voice of the locker room, the catalyst of everything that happens there. And I'm looking at Dak more this year than I'm looking at Jerry Jones in the last 2 weeks. I'm thinking about Dak's play more than I'm thinking about what Jerry Jones is saying in the last 2 weeks. And that's a testament to how he's playing, but it's also a testament to how he's conducting himself each and every day when there's a microphone in front of him, a camera that's on him, or we're putting on the X's and O's and all 22s.
The only pushback I'd give you cool with how he handled the Micah Parsons situation? You don't think he should have spoke up more during the negotiations?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Because
Dak Prescott said, we are used to dealing with this. Dak Prescott played on a tender. Right? Dak Prescott played on the franchise tag. He watched DeMarcus Lawrence do it. And however Micah Parsons was going to handle his situation is the way he was supposed to handle it. He didn't degrade Micah Parsons. He didn't say Micah Parsons was wrong. He basically said, I'm tired of seeing this from Jerry Jones and our organization.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm saying he should have spoke up during the negotiations and say, yo, don't lose this brother. We can't afford to lose this brother. Look at our defense without him. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just me. But let me go to you. Go ahead.
No, it's more or less, I think Dak Prescott is settling in. And call me crazy.
Okay.
But these are your words. While you were interviewing Jerry Jones,
yes, sir,
you did not think that Dak Prescott was the face of that team.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
There's one thing and there's something to say about an individual, not just that has something to prove, but it's a sense of calm. Rest in peace to Mr. Jerry Richardson. The owner who drafted me, or the franchise owner who drafted me.
Former owner of Carolina.
One of the main things that he spoke about was harmony, right? And you ask yourself, what is harmony? Harmony is when, hey, bro, we coming in, hey, boom, we vibing, we cool, chemistry, continuity is there. Well, when you have a superstar, it does one or two things. It can propel you or cripple you, right? Respectfully. Cripple you to the fact that you can worry that Micah is going to do Micah things. Right. But it can handicap you because now you become so reliant to that. It can propel you because it's like, you know what, RC, we ain't got Micah, dog. Mm-hmm. So I need you to step in this A-gap and be in this A-gap when you're supposed to be in this A-gap. Micah used to be the B, C, D, E, X, Y, Z. We don't have that no more, bro. So we need everybody collectively. Stephen A., bro, I need you to be right. These guys are really locking in to that. And this is the thing. It's not about statistics with Dak Prescott. I think it's the knowing that I need to play smart, not conservative. There's a difference. And when you look at a game even last night with Tua, and you see the game that just transpired with the New York Giants is, hey, that gonna do something that Quavius like.
That Quavius.
And he did not. Just get the guys an opportunity to make a play. You got a hell of a field goal kicker. Get him in position, bro. Don't do anything. Don't try to play hero ball in the dynamic.
Yeah, but the thing is this, though, like, this team has an opportunity to win because of Dak Prescott. And I've heard Cam have the conversation many times. Can we win because of you? Do we have to win in spite of you? This team, in its current iteration, wins because of Dak Prescott. Because Dak Prescott puts the ball on Jake Ferguson and gives Brandon Aubrey an opportunity to make a field goal from 64 yards, because you know that's in his range. Whether it's in overtime, making sure I hit George Pickens and give him an opportunity in one-on-ones. Also, understanding part of being a franchise quarterback, and Cam knows this, he's played with great receivers, is making sure I not only give them opportunities to make plays, but they feel like they're a part of it.
Yeah.
The first week, George Pickens didn't get to feel like he was a part of it. So he made sure he did this week by being smart, but not being conservative.
Yep.
Dak Prescott is now an aggressive player at the position and non-aggressive off the field. That's who you want your leader to be. You want him to be able to be here at all times based on what's happening around him. And then when he goes out on the field, he performs, and that's what he's doing.
Well, listen, I have no problem with what you're saying. I will concur with what you're going
Don't do this.
All I'm trying to say is listen, it's all right to be talking about it in September. Can we be saying this in January? Can we do that? I mean, you just brought up what Tua's making. He ain't making what Dak's making. That's $60 million. That's $60 million. $60 million a year.
And the thing is, though, we're not asking those same questions about Dak right now, though.
I understand it, and I'm saying we usually have it most regular season. The brothers are 33 games over 500 in the regular season.
Can we get a rule number 6 for the host?
What's the rule number 6?
The host shall not hate all the time.
Wow.
It was the harsh.
Yeah. Can we get that?
I'm not hating all the time, just sometimes. Let's go. Cam RC back in the house on First Take. The Raiders are hoping to have a bounce-back performance this week against the Commanders after falling flat in Week 2. The offense in particular struggled to get going with first-round pick Ashton Jeanty, only gaining 43 yards on the ground after having just 38 yards in Week 1. Jeanty and his offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly, spoke on the Raiders' game plan for the young running back.
I think you draft a guy like me to not give me, carries and touches, and I'm ready for the responsibility, and like I said, it's going to start with me and in the run game, and I got to continue to get better.
You would love for Ashton Jeanty to play every play, but if you play Brock and Ashton or any of those guys every play in every game, by the time you get to game 8, you're not going to have guys left, because there's a certain amount of plays. In basketball, it's called load management. It's not, we're not sitting out games here, but I think you have to be conscious of over the course of 17 games. If some guy's carrying the ball 30 times a game, they only have so many carries in a season. And I mean, if you're gonna waste them, not waste them, but if you're using them early, then it's gonna hurt you late.
Let's go to Cam first. Does Jeanty need to get more touches?
No. I'm about to. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I got my point. And I'm not holding back, but I just really want to kind of absorb the room.
I got it for sure.
Yeah.
What's Ashton Jeanty's it factor? Because when you got it, and it pops. We see it at some point. Fred Taylor had it. LaDainian Tomlinson had it. Adrian Peterson, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson. We saw it.
Right.
You saw it early. Even if the statistics didn't say, oh, he rushes for 100.
Bijan was seeing.
Right, it was something early.
Right.
Where's Ashton Jeanty's? Ashton Jeanty doesn't have that it factor. And I don't think this is a load management thing. I think this is a production thing. This is a pop thing. I remember when Trent Richardson was going to Cleveland, I'm an SEC guy. I'm telling Coach T, I was like, Coach T, like they got Trent Richardson, like we got to be ready. And he said, here's the thing about Trent Richardson, RC. He said, he doesn't deliver punishment, he just absorbs it. He said, and children get tired of hitting him. He said, grown men won't. It's the same thing with Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty's playing at Boise State. He's getting a ton of carries, and young men got tired of hitting him. These boys up here, you think Derwin James gonna get tired of hitting him?
Looking forward to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you think these backers in the league gonna get tired of hitting him? It made me wonder, when Ashton Jeanty only did drills for the pro day, what's his 40? What's his explosion?
Explain that to our audience. When you say you only did drills,
so
those who don't understand,
we have
explain.
no 40 on Ashton Jeanty. We have no broad jump on Ashton Jeanty. We have no pro shuttle on Ashton Jeanty. We have no vertical on Ashton Jeanty. All of these things that tell me how dynamic you are. And Cam knows this as well as I do. People who are dynamic, people who are explosive, love nothing more than to peacock and show it off.
To show it.
When you look at Saquon Barkley's combine, when he ran 4.4 flat, he was disappointed because he thought he was 4.3. And so to me, Ashton Jeanty doesn't have that pop, doesn't have that thing that makes him different. And I don't believe it's load management. I believe it's production-based.
Okay, before we go to Cam, then why on earth would the Las Vegas Raiders draft this dude based on what when he didn't do the things that you just highlighted?
Listen, go ahead.
Stephen Anthony,
Yes, sir.
a lot of times the NFL draft are like other drafts, you go with the popular pick because that pick may save your career. Because if you don't pick the popular pick and that popular pick
Pans out.
But if he flops, then he's a bust. So that's that. Two things can be true, right? And this is what I was intrigued to kind of hear. I don't think this is a load management situation. I think this is you have to win the game how the game needs to be won situation. We're not in a game where we're leading these games, Ashton. That's where the Derrick Henrys are able to really showcase why I am King Henry, because we've seen the Baltimore Ravens in a situation where we got to put games away. We have to run the football when we want to and when we need to. Well, when Geno Smith has the games that he's having, this pass game, and he's throwing the ball and putting the balls up in the team meet, it's like, what are we doing? So how can I run the football when we're down?
Yeah, but when he's running the football, he's only averaging like 2.7 yards a carry.
And the other thing is this. We're talking about dudes that really love running the football.
Right.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll wants to run the ball.
He wants to run the ball.
Chip Kelly wants to run the football. They don't want to go into a game where Chip Kelly said after the game, Geno's putting those balls up down the field. We have some opportunities short. We don't want to be doing that. We got to go look at that. This is an Ashton Jeanty thing. And to be fair, he was getting contacted early against the New England Patriots. There wasn't a lot of space, right? But he also wasn't creating. When you watch the best of the best, they do one of two things. They can run through you or they create separation. I'm telling y'all, when LaDainian Tomlinson put his foot in the ground, he would be so far away from you on the next step. The explosion, the lateral quickness, it was different. I don't see that from Ashton Jeanty. I didn't see that from him at Boise. I think you get into camp and you realize this might not have been the pick. And they have to figure out a way to get him involved while not setting the team back.
But, Cam, what about the notion that no team will allow him to run the football because Geno Smith is his quarterback?
It's not even that. I think really you have to just learn. And this is for any skilled player in the NFL. You have to sometimes suppress your appetite because the reality of your situation is not conducive for you to play how you want to. All right. We're seeing a situation in Arizona as well with Marvin Harrison Jr. The list goes on. A.J. Brown and
But Marvin Harrison Jr. that's a different situation because that brother has shown he can play, y'all. We're still wondering about Ashton. We know Marvin Harrison Jr. can play, do we not?
Showing you he can play where?
Oh.
See? This is where
I saw good moments. I ain't seen it yet from Ashton, but I got you. I stand corrected. My bad.
When you're in this type of dynamic where you're used to being the guy, and then you're now in a situation where you're just looking like a guy, right? As a running back, even in my situation as a rushing quarterback or a dual threat quarterback, I was not able to really display what I was and capable of until what? Game time. In practice, they don't hit me. In practice, you don't really hit running backs. You thud them. You don't really hit them. So that play when a guy like Ryan Clark comes down, bang! No, big dog. In a real game, that bang turns into a bang, ball, wow. Like,
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember your first game?
Preseason or regular
No, your first regular season.
Yes,
game.
sir.
Talk about that game.
I had a lot of success.
A lot of success,
but
right?
we lost.
I don't care about losing and winning, right? You're on a bad team.
Yeah.
When they pick you first, you are on a bad football team.
Right.
But you know what we knew the moment we watched that film? The kid that played quarterback down there, he gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
He got it, right? There's something about him, right? He's special.
Right.
If you draft a running back in the top 10, you have to believe he's a future Hall of Famer.
From a reporter's perspective, let me tell you what we're thinking. The second game of the season and you already talking? You already saying this game 2?
Yeah.
We're still in September. And you're saying, I think I'm ready for more responsibility. I mean, I don't think I'm getting enough carries. I don't get 30 carries for 81 yards in 2 games.
Yeah.
And he's talking. Usually, in our eyes, rookies are a bit reticent to open their mouth, especially prematurely.
Yeah.
The fact that this brother's opening his mouth this early, what are we to make of that? What are you to make of that as teammates?
Go ahead, bro.
So, listening to what Ashton Jeanty said, I don't really have an issue with it.
Okay.
Because Ashton Jeanty said, it starts with me and I got to get better.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying, I want a bigger workload. I can handle a bigger workload, but I know I have to run the ball well. I can live with that. He's not saying, hey, this team sucks. They got to get me the ball for me to win. Geno can't play. So I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the self-awareness. Because even if you only have 30 carries, you can't average 4 yards a carry. We can't get
3.5.
Yeah, we can't get 120 out of that 30, right? We can't get 100 out of that 30. Cam, if you turned around and you handed the ball off to a running back in one game 30 times, you're going to want to look at the stat sheet and say, hey, coach, why are we handing this ball off?
Yeah.
If I give it to him 30 times and we got only 81 yards, I can do something different.
Real quick, Cam.
Okay, real quick, I'll tell you, do y'all know who Derrick Henry is?
Yes,
Yes.
we don't.
Okay, do y'all
Not 'cause
remember
he
when
talked.
he got drafted by the Titans and DeMarco Murray and him was the tandem? Well, at that time, for a while, Derrick Henry, he wasn't the Derrick Henry that we see today.
Okay.
It's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? It's a Thanksgiving meal. This ain't no hot pocket. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, in this position, the more that you're available, when you think about the Christian McCaffreys of the world, the Bijan Robinsons, like, these guys have the capability to hurt you in many different ways. Well, running the football is going to be a little different in Las Vegas than it was in Boise State, and it's just going to take time.